Students, in this class we will learn how to find the value of x from this equation. We are given x raised to the power x, which is in turn raised to the power x, and that is equal to 1 over 2 raised to the power root 2. Now, foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by considering the given equation, which is x raised to the power x raised to the power x is equal to 1 over 2 raised to the power root 2. I'm going to be rewriting the right hand side as 1 over 2 raised to the power root 2 times 2 divided by 2. This is possible, right? Now, there is a formula from algebra which is something of this nature. If I have a raised to the power m, and if it is raised to the power n, then I can rewrite this as a raised to the power m times n, which can in turn be rewritten as a raised to the power n raised to the power m. So this is the way I can always write this algebraic formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2 and place it in the front of root 2. So that's going to be 1 over 2 raised to the power. So this is going to be 2 times root 2 divided by 2. Maybe I can place it within parentheses. So this is what I've got. Now this I'm going to rewrite it as in this fashion. Okay, so this is going to be 1 over 2 raised to the power 2, that is in turn raised to the power root 2 over 2. Now 1 over 2 squared is going to be 1 over 4. Now this is raised to the power root 2 divided by 2. Now 2 is root 2 multiplied with root 2, right? So if that be the case, then I've got 1 over 4 raised to the power root 2 divided by root 2 times root 2. So one of the root 2's can be cancelled with the 1 in the numerator. So I now have 1 over 4 raised to the power 1 over root 2. Now I'm going to write this 1 over root 2 as 1 over 4 raised to the power root of 1 over 2. So this is always possible. Okay. Now having written like this, I am going to be doing some exponential puzzles. I would say some exponential techniques. So the best way is, say for example, you know that whenever you have something like this root 2, I can rewrite this as 2 raised to the power 1 over 2. Okay, so I'm going to be using the same manner to rewrite root of 1 over 2. So that's going to be 1 over 4 raised to the power 1 over 2. This is raised to the power of 1 over 2. So this is what I've got. So the question is, how are we going to obtain the value of x? So that is the important question that we need to look in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be rewriting 1 over 2 in the following fashion. So I've got 1 over 4 here. Now that is raised to the power 1 over 2. Now this 1 over 2 is being raised to the power of 1 over 2. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be multiplying by 2 here and dividing by 2 here. Am I making any changes here? No, not at all. I'm dividing the numerator and I would say I'm multiplying the numerator by 2 and dividing the denominator by 2. Or I would say multiply and divide by 2. That's what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to adopt the same principle that I have adopted in the first case. So that is moving the 2 in front of the quantity 1 over 2. So that would mean I've got 1 over 4 here, and that is raised to the power 1 over 2. Now this 1 over 2 times 2 divided by 2, I'm going to rewrite it as 2 times of 1 over 2. Okay, 2 times of 1 over 2, and there is also another 2 there. So that is placed like this. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 4 raised to the power. Now This is 1 over 2 raised to the power 2, and the other quantity 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, I can multiply it and write it as 1 over 4. Now 1 over 2 squared, this can be rewritten as 1 over 4 raised to the power. 1 over 2 squared is going to be 1 over 4, and that is being raised to the power of 1 over 4. And on the left side, I've got x raised to the power x, and that is in turn raised to the power x. So this means equating the left and the right. From this equation, I can clearly say that x is equal to 1 over 4. Now, the most important point that you have to understand from questions like this is, if you are good in the science of mathematics, you would be able to change even something which looks so challenging, such a question like this, into a question which has a solution of this fashion. So the advice, I would say, the suggestion is, improve your mathematical thinking, and with that, even a complicated problem can be solved.